This is a very big week for me. It's been 2 months since I have been working on this deck for a new RFP, and next week is the deadline to have it reviewed by my manager. I was so excited when he gave me this opportunity, and I have been working on it non-stop. I have read all the documentation for previous similar engagements, interviewed the resources who worked on them, and even got in touch with the client to make sure we are correctly responding to their request. Now I am just doing some last checks before sending it. Anyhow, I am very proud of what I have come up with, especially that I have done it all on my own, since my manager never gave me any guidelines and cancelled every meeting request I sent him to discuss what I have been working on. Well, I know the deadline of the project is next week, but I always try to over-deliver, meaning delivering in advance. It shows commitment and efficiency. I have been working on this non-stop, but it is all worth it in the end. I am going on vacation next week to visit my family. They are really excited to see me for the first time since I started this job. I keep a picture of the house right above my desk, to remind myself that if I work hard enough, I will get to see my family. Everything here should be deserved.
Hello there, pretty cookie. What are you reading?
Good morning to you too. Was the pretty cookie part also meant for me?
Well, it was certainly not meant for the old receptionist before you. And I am glad you replaced her. I put that in the suggestion box a while ago. We need some freshness around here. And by the way, I am Jack.
Jack? Jack who comes at 11?
Ha! Funny. Oh, you will get the chance to know me. I am famous around here, also once we get acquainted. No, I do not come at 11, I come at 10:55. Right before my manager arrives. He, on the other hand, arrives at 11. Being early does not depend on the time you came at, it's all relative, and all relative to the time your boss comes at. And all the times he came after 11, I had a slight hesitation of putting a tracker in his car, so I avoid coming too early and having to pretend for more than 5 minutes. But anyway, I have a bunch of games on my phone and pick-up lines in my mind that I can use on the few girls who haven't rejected me yet in here. Hello there, Michael.
Hello, Jack. How was your vacation?
You mean, how was it not? Well, it was not boring, not sober, and not responsible. By any chance, did you see the new and more importantly young receptionist?
No, I haven't seen her. I come at 6, and the receptionist comes around 8. But we received an email. Her name is Julie.
I prefer Juju. I guess she was too busy flirting with me that she even forgot to give me her name. Wait a second, you come at 6. Do you know the manager comes at 11? There is a lot to teach that little guy. Who would even see him at 6? It's like those people waiting for days in front of the iPhone shop to get an iPhone, thinking that if you show enough commitment, they will give it to you. Well, guess what? When it's your turn, they will most likely be sold out. And you know why? Because the people who know Steve Jobs got the iPhones first. So if I want an iPhone, I just become friends with Steve Jobs. No matter how hard he turns my friendship down, I will try harder. And that's where the commitment should be. Not in the work you put in, but in the friendships you try to build.
Oh really? He comes at 11? I guess I never paid attention to that. I just focus on myself coming early and getting as much work done as possible.
As I said, he still has a lot to learn. You get more work done by focusing on others than on yourself. Not literally, of course. When you work in a firm, you should focus on what others are doing, what's their favorite alcoholic drink, what's the name of their girlfriend, and if she has other hot girlfriends or cousins or even sisters. Once you get into their head, people will then like you, and keep inviting you to gatherings, events, and my favorite, strip clubs. They will therefore be seeing more of you than someone who come to work at 6 and no one is there to see him. That inevitably makes them think you are working more than those early birds. Then when you work for yourself, well then, it makes sense to start at 6, because you see yourself starting at 6 and you are happy with yourself and you will give yourself the best bonus. Also you will start at 6 because if you don't do the job, no one will do it. When you're in a company, if you're not doing the job, the early birds will do it. It's all bananas. This shit is bananas.
Ready to make more money, to go on another vacation.